Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome back to another episode of Stonehearth. We are hopefully going to be able to finish this house in this episode. I'd like them to finish the damn wall, but they seem unwilling to do so, so I don't know what we're going to do there. Probably just leave it unfinished forever, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of shitty. I'm a little frustrated by that, but what are you going to do? Other than that, I think we'll probably do some mining. Well, we'll let them finish this and then see if they finish the wall. And if they finish the wall, great. If not, we'll just start mining, I guess. We have a lot of digging to do. I'm not really far enough down for it to be pure stone yet, so I'd like to... What are you guys doing? So I guess like right when you load in, they figure out how to work, and then as soon as the game starts running, they fuck it up and they can't get their task properly anymore. I think that's how it works. Which is very frustrating. Makes it difficult to play this game. But what are you gonna do? Alright, there's one. Why are we... One, why is all the villagers like standing around watching this fight? Two, why are we doing such little damage? Seriously? Listen, you moron. Come here. There you go. Alright, now our archers are outside. That was annoying. It explains why we weren't doing much damage. Alright, they should be able to take it from here. Do I want to sell anything? Not really. I think we're okay. So, I'm not really sure yet. I haven't made a decision, and I'm still very much thinking about it, but I'm working on several new series, and I'm thinking it's about time that we go back to RimWorld for a little bit. Not for that long, but another short series for RimWorld. I feel like we've kind of done what we can in this playthrough, and possibly in Stonehearth as a whole. I think it's kind of getting outclassed by Life is Feudal, and now, at least for me, Dead Cells is like... That's one series that's coming up, by the way. I've already recorded a bit, I'm just trying to get the art done. Dead Cells is on the horizon, I think. And is, frankly, it's such a good game. I love that game. I'm not that good at it yet, and parts of it, like, I'm at a point where progressing any further requires beating enemies that I don't know how to beat. But I'll figure it out. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Because other people have gotten further than me, so... I'll figure it out. Okay, I don't know what these guys are doing. I was gonna go kill them, but whatever. They're just being weird. So, Dead Cells is coming. We're probably revisiting RimWorld, because there's been a lot of changes there. I'd like to get back. I want to go back and play it just for myself, not necessarily for the stream, but I will put it up on YouTube, because I want to see what it's like. I haven't played it in a long time. Northgard is probably due for a revisit, but I'll probably do that after RimWorld. And I've got a few other series. Birthdays is going to hit YouTube. You probably saw that on the stream if you've seen that before. So basically what I'm getting at is we've made like, I don't know, it probably for 300, I'd say 300 Stonehearth videos probably. And it's probably time to step away from it, I think. I haven't made a decision yet, but that's the direction that I'm leaning, because we've, like I said, I think we've kind of done everything we can at this point, and this series is getting views, so I'm really hesitant to do that, but it's kind of looking like that's probably the right decision. So I'll think it over. I don't believe that this will be the last episode, no matter what. I think we're still going to have some next week, but it may be time to close it out soon. And actually, well, I don't know, we'll see. I'll think about it. I have some dental stuff going on Monday. So it might... No, we'll get a Tuesday episode. That should be fine. I'm trying to plan out my week because I have... This next week, I'm going to get a couple fillings, so that's going to make it hard to talk for a little bit. So I'm kind of trying to get a good backlog going, but it's hard to get a backlog of Stonehearth. But the week after next, I'm also doing more medical stuff. But that actually shouldn't... It's not impacting my ability to talk. It might just make... It's probably just going to make me feel pretty nauseous for a few days. But it might also require me to work from home, and it's kind of, there's a little bit of a trade-off there that might make it easier to do videos, so we'll see. But my goal is to have birthdays is going to be, actually birthdays goes up today, Sunday, the day this episode goes up, so you'll see that. Please take a look at it. It's a pretty cool game. It's probably flying under the radar, but I'd highly recommend taking a look at it. It's a good title. And then Dead Cells, if I can get the art for it, that'll probably go up, I don't know when, but sometime next week. But I will be playing Dead Cells on stream, so if you want to check out stuff for that, go ahead and take a look on the stream, and you'll see plenty of stuff. Because I'm probably mostly going to be playing that, and... I don't know. For today's stream, it's Sunday, so for today's stream... What am I going to play? Definitely Dead Cells. I'm probably actually going to start the stream early because I expect to have a fair bit of free time, and I'd like to stream a little bit longer on the weekends where possible, because I'd like to hit more than 6 hours a week. I feel like 6 hours a week is not very much, but probably Dead Cells and then something else, and I don't know what that would be, but I need to look at my library and kind of figure out what would be good to stream. Nothing too crazy. There's not going to be some like bombshell, whoa, I can't believe you're streaming this. No, it'll be a good game. Something probably well known. Subnautica's tempting, but I don't know if that's really a good stream game at this point. I could go back to the birthdays, but I don't think it's... I think we beat the story mode, so we should probably just continue on with something else. I've got Hollow Knight, but I'm really bad at Hollow Knight, and I think that ship has kind of sailed as far as streams go. I think Dead Cells is... If you're playing a 2D platformer, it's Dead Cells pretty much. Hollow Knight's been beaten by plenty of people because that game was amazing, so it got plenty of attention quickly. And it deserved it because, like I said, it was amazing. And I've barely played that much. I've beaten like the first 2 or 3 bosses, I think. So I've made some progress, but not that much. Hell of a game, though. Then what else do we have? I gotta look at my Steam list, or my library, and figure it out. I don't really have any PS4 games that would be worth streaming. God, I thought I had something lined up for this, and I can't remember what it was now. I'll find something. There's plenty of good games out there right now. I could play Skyrogue, but I'll probably play Skyrogue, like, for a little bit. Maybe, like, I'll do, like, if I get all my work done and cleaning done and everything, and I have some free time, I'll try to start the stream at, like, 4 p.m. PST. So I have 4 hours to stream. And then I would like to do maybe like 1 hour, like half an hour to an hour of Skyrogue would be pretty cool. It's kind of an unknown title, I think. It's a fun little like arcadey flight sim game, which I really enjoy. Kind of given me a little bit of a fix where, you know, I'm waiting for Ace Combat and that's not out yet, so I'd like to play that. Other than that, I'm not really sure. There's a lot of stuff in there, but I don't know what would be good. I don't know. I'll look through the library later tonight and figure something out. There should be something. I've got like 400 games on Steam, and none of them, by the way, none of them have been given to me by developers. Not even one. So none of that's review copies, so yeah. I will be saying, if and when I do get a review copy, I will be making a note of that. I feel like that's a really big ethical point where you need to say if you've received a copy for free, because I feel like that may color your judgment, in that if you had not received it for free, that definitely would color your judgment, because it's it's easy to say, hey, I had fun playing this for 20 minutes, and yeah, it's not great, but I enjoyed it while I played it, but I got it for free, and that's why. Whereas, you know, if you paid $60 for a game, you're going to have a very different feeling about that situation. And, you know, yeah, I feel like, okay, could I be impartial about it and just say, well, I enjoyed it for what it was, but it's $60, I can see it being bad? Yeah, probably. But you never want to really put yourself in that situation. And I'd much rather be honest up front and direct about, hey, look, I got this for free. That may have colored my judgment. I did my best to be impartial, but if you know, if that bothers you and you feel like that's making me not impartial, then please do not consider my opinion. And that's completely fair. So if and when I ever do get a review copy, I will say something, but as of yet, I have not received any. I have asked for a few, but no such luck. There's one game, Seasteaders, that I would be playing on Steam, right, or on, probably not on stream, but I'd be doing a YouTube series for it, probably. But it's like $30, does not look like it's worth $30, and I'm not buying it. If they give me a code, I'll play it, but otherwise, no dice. Not happening. I should see if they have like a publisher. I've been emailing the devs directly. Maybe that's not the right move. But so I'll see about getting in touch with them. Is that a potion? No, that's like a leg bone thing. Ogre bone. Yep, okay. So yeah, it'd be nice if I could get codes for free. Not necessarily because I would play those games for fun and I want my entertainment for free, because believe me, I don't have time to play much for fun. Pretty much right now I can fit in maybe like 5 or 6 runs of PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, per week. Most of those on the weekend, and then I can play maybe like an hour, well, half an hour to an hour of Dead Cells a day, if I'm lucky. And usually not even that. So I'll get like Fallout Shelter and a stream while I cook or something like that, or just a stream, because Fallout Shelter can kind of backfire if you let it run too long. I don't know. Point is, if I got a bunch of games for free, I probably wouldn't play most of them. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know. I don't think this is something you get into if you're looking to get free keys. I don't think it's really worth it, to be completely honest with you. You're better off just doing a job and paying for the games. It works out better for everyone that way. More for, well, no, that's not true. But your time, like, I think my time in making YouTube videos currently is being valued at about, I think, less than 1 penny per minute. And I think we're more than a penny per episode, I think. But not by much. It's like it's a little bit more than a penny. No. Okay, I'm trying to do the math in my head. It's like maybe 10 cents per episode, something like that. And obviously certain episodes are more valuable than others, but the average comes out to like maybe 5 to 10 cents per episode. So, you know, consider how much of that you'd have to do to start getting free codes, and, you know, it's not worth it, to say the least. But, you know, some games I'm just not going to play unless I get that free code. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about this so much. It's something I put thought into. I put a lot of thought into all this stuff, all the streaming YouTube stuff, because I want to be a professional. You know, I want to put out a good product for you guys. It doesn't always work out that way. If I'm exhausted from work, it's hard for me to provide really good commentary, and I know what I enjoy as commentary is not necessarily what people enjoy as commentary. I'm more like well, this is an interesting thing to think about, and it's, you know, you have to focus on it and think about it. Whereas a lot of other YouTubers and streamers are more like, they fit in really well as background noise. And I may be good as background noise, I'm not sure. I've been told that my voice is very nice, and if that's the case, then maybe you just tune out what I'm actually saying and listen to the voice, and that's fine. If that works that way, great. I don't understand it, but I'm thrilled if that works for you. So, cool. But can't really do pop culture references because I know fuck all about pop culture. Don't sing, though I hate it when streamers sing usually, so I don't know. Personal opinion. Don't know if people like that. Some of them are really good though. One guy I watch is really good, but most of them are pretty horrible. Yeah, they're not going to finish that. Let's go ahead and dig here. How do I want to do this? Let's do the back end. Yeah, you know what? This is fine. We're just going to dig down. This is workable. There we go. But yeah, I'm not, a lot of the things that work for background noise streamers, I don't really do. I'm more interested in like the things that you actually would think about and try to, you know, have an interesting conversation about. Not that there's anything wrong with, you know, meaningless background noise, but it's just not really my style. I would like to have the ability to do that, but I'm not there yet. I'm not against it. I just, it's not something I can do easily or at all. So it'd be cool to learn. I wouldn't mind learning. Learning is always a plus in life. New skills should not be taken lightly. It'd be nice to kind of learn how to do more meaningless small talk, but I'm one of those guys where if someone asks me, like, it'd be as a greeting, you know, it's just like, oh, hey, how you doing? It's like, a lot of the time the expectation is you just reply, yeah, I'm all right, how you doing? And then just like keep it, it's just a greeting. But to me, if it's just a greeting, why are you asking how I'm doing? You've asked a question. If you're asking a question, the implication is that you expect an answer. And if the social interaction is such that I'm not supposed to provide you an answer, I don't really get that. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's a, you know, you're asking a question, I should answer it, you know. If I'm having a rough day, I'll say, not great. And maybe explain, nah, not great, this thing happened, it went totally wrong. You know, something like that. But, that usually people get kind of put off by that. I don't get it. So there's some aspects of social interactions like that where I don't understand why we do it that way. It's totally fine just to say, hey, like, you know, you don't have to ask me how I'm doing because you don't want me to tell you, so don't ask. And American culture is pretty okay with that. Like there's not many situations like that, but I've heard there's a lot of situations where in other cultures you might have like a fake question in that vein, like maybe not a fake question. Let me think of a better example. Social interactions where in theory you're supposed to be making, it's a two-way interaction, like one person says something and then there's a response based on that from the other person. So like as I understand it, in Japan you never say no. You just don't say no. But I don't get that. Like, I get that from their perspective it's rude, but like, isn't that kind of dumb? If the answer is no, just say no. Like, it doesn't have to be insulting or rude or anything. It's just, you know, it's nope, sorry. Whatever the question was. Usually, do you want to hang out or something? And it's like, okay, well, the answer is no, so sorry. I mean, you don't have to say it like, oh, do you want to hang out? No, I don't want to hang out with you. It doesn't have to be that blunt and direct and rude, but there are situations where you would say no in like an American culture. It'd be totally normal. And I believe in a Japanese setting that would be, I guess a faux pas would be the way of putting it. I don't get that, really. I just assume you'd rather just be honest, direct, you know, hey, not up for it. I think the world works better when everyone understands what footing they're on or whatever, how people feel about them, all that shit. So, I don't know. Personal opinion. I know clearly that is not shared by a pretty significant part of the world, so, you know, I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just saying that's my perspective on it. I'm pretty clearly, if the majority is correct and that's a logical fallacy, it's not necessarily correct, but, you know, more people think this than I do. more people think the opposite of what I think than the other way around, I think. So probably I'm wrong and should just understand that language is more complex than a direct answer, but I don't know. I'm not really wired that way. I get it. I'm not completely socially inept, but like I'd rather just have the answer, the accurate, correct answer that, is for the question that was asked. But enough of my social missteps and whatever the word would be for it. I totally lost my train of thought there, but it is time for the episode to end. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my rambling, and I hope you'll join us for the next one as well. Take care.